We are going to make America have another golden age.
Well,
I think
And
this,
I hope you guys all enjoy the prosperity
Why
of it.
would we-
Let's enjoy it together.
I hope that's the case, but I think he's going to use his 4 years to get as rich as he can and to drop all charges against him, and he wants
he said within 6 minutes.
No, I know.
He's firing Jack
Yeah.
Smith. And then somebody on CNN was like, well, and I know technically he can't do it because he's the president. His attorney general got to do it. But guess what? His attorney general is going to do it. There's no charges. Stop talking about charges. The charges are done.
Yeah.
Charges are done.
It's a wrap.
That's fine.
But he's just going to try to get as rich as he can in his next 4 years. And that's it.
Wrong.
That's it. That's all he's going to do. He don't give a
No, listen.
He showed that during the first 4. He ain't do hardly anything he said he was going to do during the first 4.
MO his entire career.
Can we just have some positivity?
Why?
I hope what you're saying is true. I really
Why
do.
would you want to
I do
believe
want positivity.
this?
No,
Yeah.
I do. I'm not. I want the realism.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, listen, I've lived through 8 years of Ronald Reagan, 2 Bush, terms, another Bush term. I can handle Republicans.
Yeah.
I voted Republican. It's not the end of the world. It's not what I agree with, but I can handle it. This is different. This is different.
This is crazy.
I hope.
I certainly do too.
I'm not saying you're
I'd love to
wrong.
be wrong.
I want to be wrong. I
Yes.
want all of us to be wrong.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
There's nothing.
Be right.
This
You want me
guy
to
is
be right.
78 years old. There's nothing in his history that suggests he's going to do the right thing. Everything, all the evidence
I agree with
suggests he's going to ruin the fucking country.
And then what about all the other people that were also elected as a referendum on liberal politics?
What do you mean?
Like, what about the DAs that were flipped? What about the senators? That
I
were
mean, some of them might do a good job. I don't know.
I think
my point is, you could tell that the American people want something. It's not just a Trump
Yeah, sure.
effect. Yeah. So we hope that those people get what they want, right? We hope that those new politicians can deliver.
I think, Schulz, when you see it at the top, when you see it at the top and you're not happy with what's at the top, what is at the top, everybody that is going to get punished for it.
Yeah.
It's just really that simple.
Yeah.
And I really think that people got real basic issues, and I say it all the time. People want to know how much money they can have in their pocket, and people want to be safe. If they don't feel like they're getting that much money in their pocket and they don't feel like they're safe, it's going to be a backlash. I think that's what we saw. Now, and I don't think it's one thing. I think it's all those things you saying. I think it's the things that I'm saying. I think it's good old-fashioned racism and sexism and bigotry. I think it's all that wrapped up into one. And guess what? That's what you need to do when you're running a campaign. You don't run a campaign on one thing. You know what I'm saying? You run a campaign on a multitude of things, and you connect with people, and that's how you win elections.
I just hope that for the sake of Democrats, because I'm a lifelong Democrat, right? I am a registered Democrat. Okay?
I'm nothing.
That's fair.
Impossible.
I'm not
No, he's independent.
Well, I mean, that's...
Yeah, I guess I hear what you're saying. But like, I hope that Democrats don't chalk this up to racism, bigotry, misogyny, because if they do,
they're not going to do no real soul searching.
Exactly. So what I hope is Democrats look at what happens and don't go, oh, it's just uneducated people. Oh, it's just white guys.
I agree.
I hope what they do is some reflection and they go, where did we miss the American people? Where were we not answering them? Where did we lose our way? And then maybe, just maybe, the Democratic Party will come back to that beautiful, glorious Democratic Party we had when we were younger that we were all proud of.
But I think Republicans need to come back to center too.
Listen, I'm not saying they don't, but the only thing that can bring them back to the center is that the Democrats are there. If there's a Democratic option that meets our values, then the Republicans have to. But right now, the Republicans are speaking to the things that Americans care about.
I agree with you. And I think Kamala is a moderate, but I think that, the problem is years and years and years of Democrats letting folks down and too much far left from Democrats over the last 7-8 years.
Yeah, it's too much.
By the time
too much,
Kamala comes around, because Biden's a moderate.
Yeah.
Like Biden's a moderate. So by the time they both come around, they're not even looked at as moderates no more. Because the whole party is looked at as far left.
You got to just move away from the AOCs. You got to move away from the fucking... What are the other ones that are just loud and annoying? You got to go to
you got to move away from Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, you got to go to the Buttigieg's. You got to go to these like smart, principled Democrats.
Normal gay guys.
Normal gays.
Yes.
I am supportive of normal gays.
How much more center and normal could you get than Joe Biden?
I don't think Joe Biden was
He's too old, Chris.
Yeah, I mean he can't.
So
do
He wasn't
anything.
inspiring. We know this. We know this. He had everything. When it came to being a politician, he was a damn good politician.
He also did win.
He won.
Yeah, like he.
Why do you guys think that playbook's gonna work? Like Trump has shown us, the further away from
No,
being
only he can get away with that. No.
He lost to
Yeah,
Joe Biden.
that was. I think that was only because 2020, the divide of the country. Like we had COVID, we had all the rioting. People were just tired of that, and they were like, "Yo, we don't want any more of that." So we're voting anybody else.
Listen.
They could have ran a donkey, and that donkey would have run over Trump.
Listen.
But I think right now, the American people have shown we're tired of how politicians talk. We like this radical guy who just talks like one of us, and now every single politician that comes after is going to model themselves like Trump.
Listen, and they're gonna lose. 'Cause here's the thing.
Not doing the reflecting thing. This is where the mistakes are made.
If Barack Obama is Michael Jordan, then Donald Trump is Dennis Rodman. And there's only one of both of them.
Yeah.
You know what
But
I'm saying?
Obama's not Jordan anymore.
Oh no, Obama's always Jordan.
No, I mean, part of the reckoning is the Dems have to understand he went hard at the end.
Yeah, but Obama
Didn't-
was Jordan in his time, Chris.
Yeah,
In
he's
his
Jordan of
time.
the Wizards now.
Yeah. He was
But as the elder statesman, when he comes forward and says this is the priority,
because he did what Schulz is saying, and I guess what I'm saying too.
and it didn't resonate with people.
Because he went out there waving his finger at people instead of talking to people. Like, what's on your mind,
Bro,
brother? What's the problem, brother? Why aren't you supporting us, brother? Like, what are your issues?
He was running the Trump's a bad guy campaign. That doesn't work. He's bringing up things that are known hoaxes. Those aren't necessary. That's not going to win an election. The American people are smarter than that, and they've looked past that. They understand the media spins narratives that are fake, okay? It happens all the fucking time with presidents. Shit, it happens with us. So they don't trust these media narratives, and he's up there, he's spouting them. Now, is he incredibly engaging? Is he a superstar? Yes. But what he has to do is sell them the dream, sell them hope, sell them change, and he wasn't doing that. And that's what the Americans reacted to. It's simple as that. It's star power with no substance. We need hope. We need change. I mean, I remember Obama.
Yeah.
Hope is the audacity of hope. What a great title for a book.
Yeah.
Make us believe. Kamala didn't inspire. I wasn't excited for Kamala's America. Like, there's nothing exciting about it. I was like, oh my God, this America is going to be amazing. When I think of like Trump and Elon in America, the pipe dream is like, oh my God, are they going to organize everything? Is Elon going to get involved with government, make it more efficient?
That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, it might be a nightmare, but the idea in someone's head of it going great, the idea of it being executed makes me very excited. The idea of America being the tech capital of the world and us starting a colony on Mars and us being at the forefront of invention, creativity. To me, I see that with Elon and Trump. I don't see that with Kamala.
Yeah, people are optimistic about possible change or just settling for
status quo.
So you think Kamala spent too much time going at Trump as opposed to saying what it is she wants to do?
We're over anything bad you say about Trump. We're over. We've heard it for years, and he's still around.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Still has to be said.
Huh?
Still has to be said, though.
I mean, you can say it all you want, but if it doesn't work, you're wasting your breath.
Exactly, Chris. Remember, and that's what I mean by the trans commercial. The trans commercial was effective. So so it may not mean anything in the bigger scheme of life, right? But it's effective in a campaign. You got to find the things that are effective in a campaign.
Well, then there was a more effective way to say it that they didn't land on. I concede. Obviously, it didn't resonate. I can't tell you it resonated because of what happened.
This is another way I feel. There just hasn't been an issue that stuck to Trump. There hasn't been a thing. There hasn't been one thing out of all the wild shit he said, all the things he's done that has stuck to him. What? Not one thing. You came in. There's a multitude of things of wild shit he said.
I think January 6th stuck with a lot of people. Not enough.
I don't think it did.
Not enough.
Sadly, it didn't. For whatever reason. Nope.
I think that's the biggest thing that hurt him. If it wasn't for January 6th, Trump would have won by a bigger landslide than he did right now.
Man, what did y'all see that I didn't see?
No. It would have been a bigger landslide. I'm telling you, it would have been a bigger landslide.
Well, that would have been 20. I don't know.
That is the main issue. Is like, yo, he's a threat to democracy.
Hey, I don't think that shit hurt him at all.
I'm telling you.
I did see in the last couple of weeks, threat to democracy was actually like the number one and number two issue behind the economy. I don't think that shit had no effect on him at all. I ain't seen. Listen, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I've never seen anything like Donald Trump in my life. The man has a different level of privilege. We've seen white powerful men get punished. We've seen white powerful men have to deal with the consequences of their actions. Nothing sticks to his shit ain't Teflon. What's some shit that just don't stick to you at all? Cum? No, cum sticky.
Come on a gold tooth.
I'm going to the That's the name of the pod, man. Come on a gold tooth.